Well, hey, good morning. It's me, Pinky. I'm back home. I and had the house to myself last night because my husband and my granddaughter went to Brand, and I don't go do that anymore because I just like to stay home, and so I had the house to myself today. Um, I had yesterday morning. I had intended to come home last night, but I had to run around most of the day yesterday in Albuquerque to get a lot of papers and stuff so that my brother would be able to get this new mattress like Tempur-Pedic mattress bed that he's been needing. He's been sleeping in the same water bed since he was in high school, and he's 45 years old. And now he has like all these other problems that he didn't have when he was younger, and sleeping in the water bed just exacerbates it. Plus, they're disgusting. After you've had them for a while, they just are gross. I've emptied it and refilled it and emptied it and refilled it, trying to make it better. And I've tried to talk him out of that bed for 4 years. Okay. So finally, he hawed around for about since last November, and finally got him talked into it. And now that we're moving that apartment around, and I don't know if you can hear me. I left my damn microphone in Albuquerque. After he hawed around for I don't even know how long, got him talked into it. He waited all week to get on the stick to get this bed ordered, and here we are trying to get him out of that apartment, and he's still sitting in there. Well, he was a royal pain in the ass yesterday. And I ran around, so I had decided I was going to stay till Sunday. I even had decided if I had to, I'd stay till Monday because I'm not even sure I know I can't get Olivia in because I don't have all the paperwork that I need to get her into school, and the nurse was going to try to get the shot records and stuff. And so I was going to possibly even stay there till Monday to unpack his apartment, set up his whole apartment, wait for the bed to come, and all this other kind of stuff, okay? After making 5 trips downtown yesterday to get this stuff all rounded up so that he could have this beautiful bed that he wants and needs. I get home, I drop Olivia off or drop Mom off the apartment, dropped Olivia off at her little friend's house that she'd been waiting to see all week so they could swim and stuff. And I had every intention of taking my girl's car back to her and just staying till Sunday, okay? Letting Olivia see her little friend and at least stay till Sunday, possibly Monday, okay? In the 20 minutes that I went around the block to take Olivia to her little friend and talk to her for a minute and got back, the caretaker is there. My mom and my brother are in an all-out war, okay? As usual. They have such a sick little relationship. If me and my mom argued like me and my brother do and said the things like my mom and my brother do, I wouldn't speak to my mom. And I wouldn't speak to my brother if I was her. I would just not have that relationship. He's 45. He acts like a 12-year-old. And he talks to his mother like she's a total piece of shit, okay? And my mother antagonizes him and gets him going every chance she gets. I don't understand it. Her and I do not have, like I said, that type of relationship. Anytime that she's got crappy with me, like she's got crappy with my brother, I've given her a 6-month leaving you alone. I will not be talked to the way they talk to each other, okay? I won't even put up with it. So I walk in the apartment, they're going at it. I walk in the bedroom and go, and usually I'm the peacemaker. Usually I'm the one that says, John, chill out. Mom, shut up. Usually I'm the peacemaker. I walk in and my brother turned on me in the most venomous, disgusting way and said things to me that you don't say to people you hate, let alone to your sister, your blood, that does everything for you. I had about 20 minutes to pack that car and get Olivia rounded back up, ruined her little party with her little friend. She cried for an hour, and I came home. And when I left, I told my brother, if I walk out this door, because he told me, get the fuck out of my house. Now, he has absolutely no reason to talk to me like that. I have not done nothing to him. I do not argue with him. All I do is bend over backwards to try to help this son of a bitch, you know? And the thing is, when my brother was in his 20s, he was and he still is, as soft and sweet and nice as I am most of the time. My brother is 180 the other way. He is complete opposite of me. He will cut you off at your knees with the stuff that he says. And he does not hesitate to tell you to shove it up your ass, okay? So when my brother was in his 20s, he was not bedridden at the time. My brother was born with cerebral palsy and then became a quadriplegic because he got in a very bad car accident. I understand the bitterness, okay? But your sister didn't do it, you know? I wasn't there. Didn't have nothing to do with it. And he has really emotionally abused me for years, okay? And so when he was, like I say, in about his 20s, he was worse than he is now because he was more able-bodied, more full of himself, more selfish, more everything, you know. And he and I had some type of argument. I don't even remember what it was, but it was the type of argument where he was attacking me, my character, my husband, whatever. And I walked out and I did not speak to my brother for 7 years. Didn't speak to him. Didn't call him on his birthday. Didn't send him Christmas card. Didn't call him to just say, hey bro, what's up? And I wouldn't take some of the crap that he does to me from anybody. So at that point in my life, I was like, you know what, I need this like I need a hole in my head, okay? Hey, stop. So we have basically only been on speaking terms for about 4 years. And the whole time since we have been kind of gotten back together, reunited or whatever. And basically it was because I felt guilty because my brother was getting worse and worse and worse and wasn't having proper care, wasn't being taken care of like he should have been and blah, 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 right? And so basically that's why we kind of, you know, buried the hatchet, started from scratch. He apologized. I apologized for whatever. I didn't even probably do nothing, but I apologized. And just to make it go away, you know. Well, I'm back there. I probably will never go to my brother's house again after some of the stuff that he said to me yesterday. And after me busting my ass all week long to carry everything he owns to the apartment next door. Plus, when I'm there, I buy all the food. If he needs anything, I just go get it. I don't even, whatever. I just buy it. Never ask for nothing back. Never. You know. And my brother told me, well, I don't even need to say some of the stuff that he said to me. I'm not going to. What it boils down to is I said, if I walk out this door right now, I guarantee you that you will never, if you don't apologize to me right now, and I walk out this door, you will be lucky if you don't see me until they're throwing dirt in your face. And I said, and if there was any possibility that you could stand up and get up and go toe-to-toe with me, I would knock you on your fucking ass. I would punch you in your mouth. I would kick you in your face. And I'll never speak to you again. You know? I said, I'm done with you. I am done with you. The stuff that he said to me about my kids, about my husband, about my home, about my mom, about me being like my mom, about whatever, just cut me to the core. My brother has been completely insensitive about my situation. And I'm always sensitive to his, you know? And I'm done. I will not be going back to my brother's again. I don't even care if he calls and apologizes at this point. I will not waste another minute helping somebody that, you know, see, I was supposed to go like 3 weeks ago. And he pulled this crap and calls me on the phone at, I think I made a vlog about it. And so I didn't go. And he waited 2 weeks to call me and say, I think you must have misunderstood what I said. That's not what I meant. Blah, 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 blah. I said, do you want me to come? I'll be there. Yes, you should come if you can. But if you can't, but he was desperate for me to come. Okay? Because at that time he didn't have his everyday caretaker like he has now, which I arranged for him. Okay? I got in that car and I got out of there so fast. I didn't even say goodbye to him. I packed my stuff. I told my mom to kiss it. I said, you're the one that started this damn argument, and now I'm the one that's getting chopped into pieces, and I'm not going to do it. I refuse to put up with it. And I said, and he kicked us both out of his house. Oh, it's 11 minutes. I'm going to upload this and come back. So, back. So I said to my mom, why are you still standing here? Why are you acting like nothing's wrong? I'm there crying, trying to pack my stuff, shaking all over, madder than hell. And now my mom's over it and says, well, I can't help it if you two fight. What? Are you insane? I said, you know what? He kicked us both out of his house. Why aren't you packing your stuff and leaving? Well, that's just the way he is. I said, that doesn't make it right, Mother. And just staying here and acting like it's okay and letting him get away with this bullshit every time. I said, you're not helping any. And I said, and I am not staying. And she said, well, that's why I have to. This stuff has to get done somehow. Now let me tell you that my mother didn't lift a pinky carrying anything but a loaf of bread this week. Now she did do all the running around with me yesterday, but she did not bust her hump the way her daughter did. And I don't even care. That isn't even the point. What I'm saying is, really, after what I went through this week, you think that I'm going to stand here and tolerate this? I will not, and I am out. And you know what? Good luck to you. And if I was you, I'd be calling somebody to spend his little $400 that's in his bank account right now to move this shit. Because there is no way in hell my mom can move what's left by herself. There's no way. Okay? It's the big stuff now. We are waiting for backup. I cried, and I cried, and I think I just cried out everything that I could cry out for everything that's got me tore up this week, and I came home. And like I said, I really, really doubt that my brother will be seeing his sister for the rest of his days. Anyway, I'm not going to waste no more time talking about that. Just suffice it to say that, at some point in time, you get a belly full of it, and you've done, I don't have to take that from anybody, and I'm not going to. And, Mom says, oh my God, she called me last night, and she said, I think we must have scared poor Geneva to death. I said, you think? I offered to decapitate my brother in front of her. you know? Freaking total dysfunction, man. Total. And I just refuse to be a party of it anymore. They love it. They love it. It's something sick between them that they love. But this girl don't like it. I am capable of it. I can be a mean, rotten son of a gun. And I can say stuff to you that will hurt you for 10 years. I choose to not use that part of my personality as much as possible. Because I know how devastating it can be. I've hurt people that way. And I don't want to be that way. Maybe I'm just a little bit more grown up than he is, but clearly he hasn't got there yet. And so when he gets crappy with me, I give it right back to him. And I hurt him right back, But I didn't yesterday. The only thing I did say was, if you could stand up, I'd knock you on your ass. And that's the point I was getting at, is that, caretakers or people on the outside, I'm sure would think, oh my God, why do they treat him like that? Or how does, why is that relationship like that? That's terrible to treat somebody like that. Yeah, it is. But he's the aggressor. And he always has been. He was a spoiled, rotten little shit. He never got his little ass spanked like he should have, except by his sister. And, you know, he's rotten. He's just freaking rotten. I've just determined. So, anyway, no more information about Meg. Um, Sadly, while we were at my brother's, two signature loan places called, where last September, when my daughter and her man were caretaking for my brother, that was Megan's job for 2.5 years or so, and it was a good little job, and she, got back on the shit and effed it up. Period. But and this probably is part of the bitterness that my brother has towards me, but you know, I didn't do it. Again, I didn't do it. I put my daughter there in a place of, first of all, she needed it and he needed it. And they ended up robbing the guy. They ended up my daughter had all of his financial information, and they went and got all kind of signature loans in his name. Now this stuff is coming up where they're getting ready to take my brother to court for these signature loans that are in default that my brother didn't take out. And the only person that could have done that with that information and that access, and the last time we were there, we found out somebody had tried to open a PayPal account in his name. And then when his Social Security got intercepted and put on a net spent card and never not spent, I knew, because my daughter's wallet had been stolen. And the only way somebody didn't access that net spend card is because they didn't know how. My brother's Social Security is sitting on a net spend card that has probably been tossed into the desert. But I know damn good and well my daughter and her piece of crap man had everything to do with that. I'll never and I've said it right to her face. I don't believe you. You're the only one that had the access to that information, other than me. And I sure as hell didn't do it. Well, it's coming more and more every day. And I'm sure that, part of the bitterness that my brother has towards me is because of that. However, part of the sense of obligation that I have to him is because of that. And it cost me thousands of dollars this last few months to try to help my brother out of the mess that my daughter created. you know, and I did it. I had no problem saying, I am sorry, I will do whatever I can to help you out of this mess. I feel absolutely responsible in many ways because of it, and I will, and I feel terrible. Yesterday I apologized 3 more times. I spent my whole week this week apologizing for something that I didn't do. So, anyway, I know this is getting long, and I'm going to go ahead and clear it up, but just suffice it to say that this girl ain't going to take no more of that. I got plenty of stuff I need to be doing at home, and things that I enjoy doing at home that I would much rather be doing than staying up in Albuquerque and being treated like the unpaid help. Like, not even give a shit type of shit. Anyway, it's getting hot, so I'm going to go ahead and upload this, and I'll probably try to come back and do something later, but until I have anything more interesting to say, I probably won't. But, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Do something fun, hug somebody, and be blessed.